Hello gamers, welcome to ZGC. My name is Aurelius and today we're playing Evolution 2 Battle for Utopia. Didn't mean to get this video out yesterday because that's when the update was released, yesterday being Tuesday. That's when I normally try to get the Evolution 2 Battle for Utopia videos out, but I'm doing a bunch of errands. By the time I actually got to recording, it was just way too late to do anything. So but before we get into the new update and everything that it brought, if you haven't done it already, or if it's your first time here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button along with that notification bell. That way you never miss an upload going up on the channel. And I forgot the rest of my intro. And you can join me on Discord, Twitter, Facebook, all that good stuff. Links will be down there in the description section. And you might notice there's some audio on this too. So after doing more research, I don't know why I didn't think of it before, but with my recording app, there is a setting to where I can record internal audio and you know, the gear that I actually have is able to pick up that audio. It's a lot more complicated than it sounds. But the good news is we can get some eternal audio, and it just means a different way of recording, and which just means the stuff will be a lot more focused, and I won't be going on my tangents and anyway, let's go ahead and get into everything the update brought. So here is a list of everything that the update has, and we've went over all the stuff. All those links there are to the dev's Facebook page with more details on all of that, so definitely go check that out, or go check out more preview or one of the previous videos on the update details. Alright, so other changes that have come with this update is now that each faction has a resistance to some type of damage. The vulnerability works better, so they will now take more damage from the elemental type that they're weak to, and the damage is inflicted instantly. Somebody mentioned down there in the Discord, which y'all should join, that the damage was being applied over time, and now it's instant, and it is very, very noticeable. And with the introduction of the new weapons, being the avalanche set, they slightly reduced the total damage of the universal damage types, which is frag and psionic, and equalized them for all factions. At the same time, the effectiveness of grenades and sci-fire that you use in battles have been increased. So we'll get into all of those changes a bit later. And owners of premium no longer need to spend silicone when changing chips. So here are the damage type resistances. As you see down there at the bottom, for all these factions, frag and psionic have been reduced by 10%. Frag and psionic damage, meaning basically grenades and psionic damage. You know, your psi blasts, the psi weapons and everything. But armored enemies still take 100% damage from psionic and frag damage, but they lowered their resistance to everything else. So acid's still best against them, but it's only doing 60% of the damage now. You know, and energy does 50%, which I believe was always there, and the kinetic, aka physical, is only doing 20, and incendiarity is only doing 40% damage. So definitely, if you take that into consideration, depending on what faction you were fighting, and we're going over all the factions here. Basically, Psi and Red Faces bring fire weapons, fire gear, stuff like that. With the Black Legion Renegades, you want energy damage, so Matryoshka sniper rifle and executioner assault rifle. And then against the Dominion, you definitely want that acid damage. But you know, the 10% reduction to the frag and psionic, they're barely noticeable with the addition of the damage buffs that they put up. So as you see here, we're showing off a couple of grenades. The normal G3 frag grenade is now doing 63k damage. You know, and before I think it was only like 52, and the G3 acid grenade is doing an amazing 70k damage. You know, that's after the grenade buff. I think it's about a 10-15% boost to the damage overall of those grenades. So nothing too fancy, but that's also taken into consideration of the universal damage reduction. For the new Dominion that we can add to the base, there's Thermite and Hound blueprints that you can collect right here from the Annihilator stage. I could only send Hank out there, so it's can only farm one of those areas as of now. Hopefully they add some more partners that can farm out there in the Dominion area, but as of right now it's only Hank. I've tried moving several partners over there and wasting 3-4 days time withdrawing and trying to, you know, put partners out there to get additional Dominion frags, especially the Hound and Thermite stuff, which I don't think I'll add Thermites to my base, but the Hound I definitely would love to add that. But God, it's kind of sucks right now, so hopefully we'll see some more partners that can actually farm out there. Now, as for the actual changes, let's go into some skirmishes. So, as of this update, there's been changes to skirmishes. As we all know, battle timer is set at 2 minutes, as you can see up there in the upper right, and there's little buffs, as you can see, right there next to a side power and some health kits. So the health kits will show up whenever you use a med kit. Better the med kit, better the healing that drop will get. Then after the train goes by, there should be some kind of missile, so kind of like killing both enemies. Same thing. I think you grab one here at some point, and when you die, as you see there, that's a damage boost. You know, and the medkit and damage boost stuff, they appear close to where you either die or use the medkit at the side powers. They just show up at random, and the missiles will show up in various places as well, right after a train goes by. So keeping those factors in mind. There's also the red barrels. Maybe you can see them at the corner of the screen. There's not one there on their side, but just be mindful, especially when you're running through the edges of the map, that you're not next to a barrel, because your opponent can definitely blow that partner barrel up, as I tried doing there and failed. And those can kill you as well, and they drop fire on the area for a little bit. So just be mindful of the new changes and all the new perks in Skirmish. And a long time subscriber and supporter, thank you so much for this information. It says that the adrenaline chip is bugged, so you get a whole bunch of revives. So if you have access to that chip, you know, you can just revive yourself until they actually fix it. They said it was about 10 times. I don't know if that was an exaggeration. I haven't come across it myself since the update, but I know I have come across that bug where people are just reviving back to back to back to back. It's because they have that adrenaline chip on. So if you have that and you're doing PvP, take advantage of the bug. You know, I don't exactly agree with the method. That's just me. But I mean, it's to get a new weapon set that will increase your grenade damage. Have fun kicking people's butts. Get used to take this time to get used to these new changes as well, because again, the Great Slaughter should be coming soon. They said shortly after this update we'll see the Great Slaughter, but right now the Great Siege is going on, and my plan is cleaning up in that. I think last I checked we were 5th place. Late last night we were in 2nd, so good job to the ZGC clan. Like, you guys are out there tearing up Great Siege during this time. But I do believe that once the Great Siege ends, we will see the Great Slaughter event. So if you're kind of tempted, and I can see them doing something similar with Great Siege, premium stuff, and Battle Pass, and I don't think we would need special tokens for it. We'll just use our skirmish tokens for it. So, but I can definitely see like a $10 battle pack, you know, for extra damage or extra event points and stuff like that. So, but we don't know what all that stuff is until, and we won't know until it actually starts. Like I said, just go ahead and get used to the new skirmish layout. Hopefully they come out with like different maps and stuff too. That'd be kind of awesome. I know it's kind of like a static location, but I mean, it'd be nice to see like different arenas with like different challenges and stuff. I mean, a lot of other mobile games have that, so maybe somebody will drop a suggestion down there in the comment section. Just we'll take that into consideration for future updates. Because this one over and over again, it's kind of boring. I could see one like Zorn's Fortress, like, and just have cards zipping back and forth. We all know how deadly those cards are. I would love to see that. Let me know down there in the comments if that was something, or if that'd be something you would like to see as well. So changes with base defense and everything. Of course, we already went over the 2 new units. You could add the Thermite and the Hound, but now they say we will lose PvP rating for defeats. As you see, my base has been beat up a couple of times since the update. I didn't lose any PvP rating, so what we're gonna do now is go over to a base raid and intentionally lose the base raid and see if we lose any PvP points or PvP rating points and
always wanted one of these.
How much points we actually lose, which is something I forgot to bring up with the skirmishes, is we now gain PvP rating for that. Out of all the battles I've won, I've only gotten 4 points, so it's not a whole lot, but I mean it's PvP rating points. Let's say you're like 3 points away from the next tier upgrade or something like that, and you want that reward, you know, just go win a skirmish and get it. So that major there, it just hurry up and die. I should have probably changed my armor too. Here we go, the countdown. We are done, and it looks like it was gonna slide back, but there was actually no change here, so I don't know. I didn't test another base to see if that actually changes anything, but yeah, just keep that in mind. If you start losing PvP rating points, it's probably because your base got defeated or you lost at a base. So we'll go ahead and wind down this video with one or a few missions from the new side mission. The reward for this is 25 mastery. I know somebody in Facebook was complaining about how the reward for this side mission, which was super easy, was useless because they had all their skills maxed out. Good on you. Not everybody has maxed out. These updates aren't for individuals, they're for us as a whole. And are you going to make everybody happy? No, of course not. Of course they've done some stuff that I haven't exactly agreed with, or it's just like, why did you do that? You know, but, you know, devs are working hard on this game, and overall, I love this game to death, and I hope all of you do too. You know, despite some of the questionable decisions that they make from time to time. So, yeah, I'm happy with this. I can definitely use those 25 skill points. Been upgrading my Celestial like crazy. And what is that thing? I guess we'll find out. They didn't mention anything about a new unit, but with that woman that we've seen on the update details, there was no news about her, so maybe she'll be a boss version of that at some point. And it's good to see some Psy in Dominion territory, because, you know, the Dominion, they're constantly battling the Psy while they're on their quest to eliminate humanity. So Psy provides a distractions for them and keeps them from throwing their full forces at Blake Company and Commander and everything. So it's good, and hopefully we'll see like more side missions, or yeah, side missions out here in Dominion territory, as well as like maybe some like next battles can be like actually fighting like a C900 and a Berserker Spider at the same time. That, that would drive me nuts. This is like, what type of damage type is that? You know, especially with all the elemental changes that they've made and everything, and as good as it is, it's like, what do you focus on at that point if they start mixing factions together? You know, so so yeah, that'd be something very, very interesting to see. So let's go find out what this new unit exactly is. He is in the tube, and we can't get mastery from him, and Crusted Cultist. Alright, so this unit actually makes sense because, you know, the side, they have different levels of their devotion to Sai. You know, all of Sai's thralls have levels of power. So, I mean, the Cultist is like the base, and Priestess is just stored with Sai power and sacrifices herself to actually try to take out enemies. And then, of course, the Chosen One, which is constantly being revived by Sai. And then got the hand of Sai, like Brother Torius and a certain other someone that we should be seeing pretty soon. So, yeah, it's good to see that, and I hope they do a lot more. The Sai Cultist, like Sai, everything or it does and everything. There's a lot of depth to that, so it's good to see new enemies for that. So, but anyway, this is gonna be the last mission here. So if you haven't done it already, you know, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Help me hit 1,000 subscribers this year. That is our goal. That's my New Year's resolution, to hit 1,000 subscribers. So hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and share it with your friends, your family, especially those that like sci-fi action games. You know, definitely share this with them and share my videos with them and get them playing the game, because, you know, I'm basically building this community up from the ground up. So not a lot of help here. So the more people involved with it too, it just makes me happier, and there's just more information, more stuff like that. And then definitely join the Discord. Links will be down there in the description. Hope you all have an awesome day, and I'll see you later, gamers.